What's up, guys? You're watching the Brawadis NBA Show. I'm your host, Brandon Awadis. One day away. We're one day away from the NBA draft tomorrow, 4 p.m. on ESPN. You don't want to miss it. We're going to start off today in Dallas, where Monta opted out of his final year of his contract. Surprising part, he's not expected to return to Dallas. They're not expected to re-sign him. Three teams I'm hearing early front runners for him: Indiana Pacers, Miami Heat, or the Atlanta Hawks. So I guess it looks like he's going out east. Dallas, I read, are looking at Danny Green as a consolation prize. I'm not sure what it takes to pry him away from San Antonio, but Dallas has money to spend, so if they overpay a little bit, I could see San Antonio letting him walk. That wouldn't be a bad replacement for Monta. J.R. Smith, he has opted out of the final year of his contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. On this entire situation, I have two words, or one name, whatever you want to call it: LeBron James. LeBron wants JR back, he's going to go back. LeBron wants JR out, he's not going to return. It's as simple as that. David West, power forward for the Indiana Pacers, has also opted out of the final year of his contract, which comes as a bit of a surprise. He was set to make over $12 million a year last year, or this upcoming year. He's not going to get that type of money elsewhere. Perhaps he was looking for a longer contract. Who knows if he stays with Indiana or signs elsewhere? We don't have any word on that yet. The biggest name to opt out earlier today, Kevin Love. Kevin Love opted out of the final year of his contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Teams are going to go after him hard this summer, starting with the LA Lakers and Boston Celtics. The Lakers have a ton of money. Kevin Love went to UCLA for college. I wouldn't be surprised if he signed there if he decided to leave Cleveland. They could sell him on being Kobe's replacement, max money, pretty much one of the most storied franchises in the history of the NBA. Another team, the Boston Celtics, they've got a ton of money. They recently made the playoffs with a young core. They could sell Kevin Love on a lot of things. I wouldn't be surprised if he signed there. Also wouldn't be surprised if he re-signed in Cleveland, but that would be a bit tricky with him and Tristan Thompson both commanding big money, playing the same position. One dark horse team we have to watch out for, the Phoenix Suns. I read today on Yahoo Sports that the Suns were going to aggressively go after Kevin Love. They were going to try to sell him on the trio of Bledsoe, Knight, and Love. Try to sell him on him being the focus of their offense, fast-paced offense, and the weather in Phoenix. We got to watch out for the Suns. But I think ultimately he does end up in LA. That's my bold prediction. Who knows? We'll find out next week. One interesting thing, if he does land in Boston, I read that Paul Pierce is open to a return to the Celtics if they land Kevin Love. So with Kevin Love signing in Boston, it looks like Paul Pierce would end up taking his talents to Massachusetts. Trade finalized. Portland and Charlotte. Portland Trailblazers send Nicholas Batum to Charlotte for Noah Vonleh and Gerald Henderson. I love this trade for both teams. Charlotte gets Nick Batum. He fills a spot they needed most. They needed a scoring from the guard position. Nick Batum could play shooting guard. He could play small forward. He's long. He loves to play D. He could create his own shot. Last year, there would be no way that Nick Batum would be had for Noah Vonleh and Gerald Henderson. He had one off year, and they bought low on him. I expect a bounce-back year for him. Let me tell you why I love this trade for Portland. Noah Vonleh, 9th overall pick last year. I'm kind of shocked that Charlotte gave up on him this early. He barely played any minutes last year, was injured, was not in Charlotte's rotation. He drew comparisons to Chris Bosh coming out of college. He has huge hands, great rebounder, and he could shoot the ball. Gerald Henderson obviously can come in, either start or come off the bench and put up points right away for this Blazers team. And I'm not saying LaMarcus Aldridge is leaving or anything, but in case he does, Noah Vonleh is like 19 or 20 years old, so they would already have someone to potentially replace LaMarcus Aldridge. Maybe not now, but a future replacement. Also, some news on the DeMarcus Cousins front. Although nothing new has came out today, I'm just going to kind of overview what's been said these past few days. George Karl wants DeMarcus Cousins out of Sacramento, reportedly. Ownership will not sign off on a trade. Vivek Ranadive, the owner of the Sacramento Kings, and Vlade Divac, general manager, want to keep Cousins. They want to build around Cousins. They see the special talent he is. George Karl does not want to keep Cousins. We're going to see how that turns out. If I had to guess, DeMarcus Cousins is out of Sacramento. I think, especially with his tweet, the snake, when the grass is cut, the snake, I think he's out of there. If I was the Kings, I would choose to fire George Karl and keep Cousins, but I just don't see it playing out that way, and you don't want a shaky relationship between player or coach, let alone superstar or coach, going into a new season. Well, there you have it. The latest NBA rumors, trades, draft news. Leave a comment what you thought. Enjoy the draft tomorrow, and thank you for watching.